Brought to you by SAP. SAP helps companies run like never before. Learn more by visiting us online.
I'm here with the CEO of Orange Horizons, who is Sebastian Crozier, and he's going to be chatting to us about maybe some of the difficulties when it comes to launching what they call an MVNO. Sebastian, thank you so much for making the time to chat to us.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Now, you said you are widening your presence in South Africa and the rest of Africa, but there was one specific thing that you said when you were at the summit last week in terms of regulation in South Africa.
We have decided to settle Orange in South Africa because we think that South Africa is a very important country for us. We are already in 16 countries in Africa. We would like to launch an MVNO in South Africa, but we think that at the moment, launching an MVNO in South Africa, it's like gambling in a casino because of the lack of the regulation. Nothing is protecting the MVNO, so your investment are not protected, and we don't want to waste our money.
Is it really that bad? I mean, how does South Africa fare when we look at its African counterparts?
In most of the countries in the world, there is a regulation specific for MVNO to protect them against the local players, MNO. And that's not the case here. It's not just a question of termination rate, but it's also we want to have the right to use or on roaming agreement or on international carriers. Just for an example, we would like to be able to launch an MVNO with a very low price for roaming, because we think that travelers and tourists are interested in avoiding their bill shock. You know, when you go abroad, you have to switch on, you have to switch off your data because the shock of the bill is so huge. I mean, it's incredibly strange, but they charge you 30 times more than the local price, and that is why we have also launched with Nashua Mobile some products. When you want to travel to Europe, you can buy local SIM cards, so you have a local price on data.
Let's talk about the rest of Africa. Where are you seeing the greatest Wi-Fi penetration, and what is it that they're doing right besides regulation, or does it just come down to that?
We have settled in many countries in Africa, and we try also at the same time we develop the 3G or even the 4G, we develop the Wi-Fi access because we think that the data needs are increasing so much that the 3G or the 4G are not going to be able to allow people to have a great use of data. I mean, congestion will arrive very soon. And Wi-Fi access is a good way to have good access at very low price. And that's the reason why we think, and we have already tested in many countries, that it's interesting to have a Wi-Fi network in South Africa.